What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D. So first of all, thanks for subscribing to my page. We're growing and we're growing fast. So did Bret Baier just admit to a major mistake, or is he just trying to erase a deliberate lie by lying even more? I have the video and receipts, and you won't believe the lengths he and Fox News are going to try and shame Kamala Harris's name. So you remember the portion of the interview where he played the Trump clip, and it was obvious he was being deceptive, and Kamala Harris called him out on it.
We asked that question to the former president today. Harris Faulkner had a town hall, and this is how he responded.
I heard about that. They were saying I was like threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing the threatening. They do phony investigations. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the greatest gangster. No, it's true. No, but think of it. It's called weaponization of government. It's a terrible thing.
So,
Bret, I'm sorry, and with all due respect, that clip was not what he has been saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
well, he was asked about that specific...
No, that's not what you just showed. In all fairness and respect to you,
that was the question that we asked him.
You didn't show that, and here's the bottom line. He has repeated it many times, and you and I both know that. And you and I both know that he has talked about turning the American military on the American people. He has talked about going after people who are engaged in peaceful protest. He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy. And in a democracy, the President of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this is what is at stake, which is why you have someone like the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying what Mark Milley has said about Donald Trump being a threat to the United States of America.
Okay, so as you can obviously see, he's trying to defend the video. Well, today he said this, and believe me, I'm about to expose the heck out of his lies.
Harold, I did make a mistake, and I want to say that mistake. When I called for a soundbite, I was expecting a piece of the enemy from within, from Maria Bartiromo's interview, to be tied to the piece from your town hall, Harris, where you asked the former president about the enemy from within. It just had the piece about the town hall, and just take a listen to what I meant to roll.
I think the bigger problem is the enemy from within, not even the people that have come in and destroying our country. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics, and I think they're and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military. They were saying I was like threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing the threatening. They do phony investigations. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the greatest gangster. No, it's true. No, but think of it. It's called weaponization of government. It's a terrible thing.
My point is that we asked him the question about that sentence and what he was trying to mean.
Okay, so this is all BS. Bret makes it seem like he's in charge of playing the clip. There's an entire production and editing crew for this. You see how the clip he played in that clip was spliced together? If he wanted that type of clip, it would have already been spliced together and not played as two different clips. He never wanted that clip to play. It's obvious, but let's pretend he did. Why not correct himself during the interview rather than try to defend what he showed? A responsible journalist would have said, wait a second, that wasn't the full clip, and then made the production crew play the full clip. But again, there was no second clip. Bret played what he wanted to be played. This is how you know Kamala Harris is killing it. They have to lie to try and beat her. This is how you know they know Donald Trump is struggling. They're rolling out all the antics to try and beat her. Bret Baier would be fired for this if this were a reputable news channel, but it's Fox News, so this is what we expect. People, we got to keep our foot on the gas. We are days away. Let's get Kamala Harris across the finish line so that we can be done with Donald Trump and his sycophants forever. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.